So, have you seen, well, you must have seen Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince?
I've seen all of them except that. No, of course I've seen it.
Okay, yeah. And have you read the book?
Yes, once, a while ago.
Okay. Well, I've read the book a couple of times.
A couple of hundred times.
Yeah, a couple hundred times, whatever. I've seen the film, I don't know, once or twice. There's a bit at the end of that film that really, really annoys me. Because it completely changes Harry Potter as a character. Like, just completely changes him, like, every aspect, not every aspect, but his core being is completely changed by the adaptation into film.
And before you continue, is this a spoiler for Harry Potter?
Yes, it's a huge spoiler, but if you haven't seen it, how?
Yeah. Well, we gotta make sure.
So, just a bit of context. At the end, it's literally, I don't know, must be the last 20 minutes of the film, last few chapters of the book. Harry and Dumbledore have just got back from trying to find a Horcrux. Dumbledore's all weakened. They go up to in the book...
Astronomy Tower.
Yeah, in the book they fly up to the Astronomy Tower on broomsticks, and in the film they apparate up there.
Wait, does Dumbledore have a broomstick?
Yeah, they borrow them from Madame Rosmerta.
I can't imagine Dumbledore on a broomstick.
Well, he is.
Okay. Must be more sprightly in the book.
Yeah. Anyway, they're up there, and so this is Dumbledore's death, basically, is what this is all leading up to. Now, in the book, so I'll go through the book first, and I'll tell you how the film changes it, and, in my opinion, ruins it, right? So in the film, they fly up to the top of the tower, because they see the Dark Mark, and the Dark Mark means someone's been murdered. So Dumbledore's like, shit the bed, let's get up there, right? They fly up there, Harry's fine, Dumbledore's like, you know, because he's drunk this potion, he's all poisoned and horrible. He's also got the...
shit-faced.
He's got his cursed arm, which is, you know, very, very close to killing him, right? He's dying anyway. But he's up the top of the tower, right? When Draco Malfoy comes in with his wand out, like, and Dumbledore has a split second, he can either disarm Draco or save Harry. He chooses to save Harry. So Harry's under the invisibility cloak, and Dumbledore freezes him in place, you know, so he can't do anything.
Yes.
He then proceeds, Harry then proceeds to watch Draco and all the other Death Eaters come up, and eventually watches Snape kill Dumbledore, right? And Harry, the whole time, because obviously you get the insight into his head, is, you know, screaming, trying everything. He can't move. He just has to watch his mentor, his father figure, get killed, you know? And that's terrible and very traumatic for him, and he cannot do anything about it. In the film, right? And this is where it really annoys me, because it just completely changes it. In the film, they apparate in, right? Dumbledore's just like, oh, someone's coming. Harry, fuck off downstairs, yeah? And Harry's like, oh,
It's
okay.
a very streetwise adaptation of Dumbledore, you feel like it. Alright, Harry, mate, fuck off down there.
But he's like, you just do exactly as I say, yeah? Just go downstairs and don't move, stay quiet. Okay? So Harry goes downstairs and the same thing happens. Draco comes back up with his wand out. And now here's the first difference, which is to Dumbledore. Dumbledore gets his wand out. Draco just disarms him. But Dumbledore doesn't have the choose Harry or Draco now. He could have just instantly murdered Draco. Not murdered,
Well,
stopped him. He's supposedly the greatest wizard of all time. Like, he could have just stopped him with ease, because now he hasn't got the choice of protect or, you know, harm, right? So that's one, but that's the minor one. The other thing is, Harry's seen someone he hates, because he hates Malfoy, it's been his...
Really, that didn't come across.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's very
It's
subtle.
been his enemy since the first book and film. Harry still has his wand. In fact, there is a shot in that scene of Harry pointing his wand at Draco, but not doing anything. If you saw someone pointing a gun at your dad, and you had a gun in your hand, what would you do? It's so dumb. But also then, Harry's not frozen in place, yeah? He's free to move, he's free to speak, he's free to cast spells, he's free to do anything.
But
right?
Dumbledore said not to.
Exactly. And then Snape comes up the stairs. Snape, who he's like, Snape even speaks to Harry and he's like, oh, shush, don't move. And Harry's like, okay, well, Dumbledore's already said that, but, And then Snape goes up there. He then witnesses Snape, another person who he despises, kill Dumbledore, and he does nothing again. He does nothing.
He just sort of shuffles like, oh no.
But he has the power to stop him, and it's like they fundamentally change it because Harry, in the book at least, is described as like trying with every fibre of his being to protect Dumbledore, to save Dumbledore, to do anything he possibly can to help. And in the film, he's just stood there like a fucking tit doing nothing. And it just changes it because Harry's no longer brave or the one who's like, oh yeah, I saw Dumbledore get killed because I couldn't protect him, I couldn't do anything. In the film, he's just like, oh yeah, I saw Dumbledore get killed because lol, he told me not to help. Huh. It's like, ugh! Oh my god.
Yeah?
Yep.
That is a fundamental change,
That's a
alright?
fundamental change. But they continue it. There's also an even bigger fundamental change, but I'll do that. I'll do that next week.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. In the seventh book. There's loads of differences in the books to the films of Harry Potter. But then I just wanted to discuss with you, why do you think they made that change?
That's an interesting point.
I have a theory.
You have a theory. Go on, say your theory.
So in the book, he puts the cloak on him and then freezes him in place. Right? Whereas in the film, he's just under the stairs. So we can see the reaction shots of Harry as you see all of this unfold. So you get that identifiable character reacting to what's on there, which is hinting to what the audience should be reacting in the same way. But I mean, that changes things.
But then with that, with terms of like, because we've seen shots in other points of the films of Harry under the invisibility cloak, and it's not like you couldn't do a reaction shot of Harry just under the cloak.
Well, because he's frozen, it freezes your face as well. So he literally can't make a reaction face. That's why I think they did do it.
But then you could have some liberties around, say like maybe just his face, like just his eye. Just like a widening of the pupils could be enough to just
Exactly. You could see anything. I mean, but
I can imagine like a shot where we see like his hands are like frozen. We see it's like shake slightly as it's trying to move. It just won't. And we see that sort of frustration. I feel like it could be conveyed.
It could be done. Yeah. But they didn't do it. Yeah. But the other thing is in the book, he's literally right next to Dumbledore, like a foot away from him. He is so close to him and he can't do anything about it. Whereas in the film, he's a story below, and he's a story below and he's looking up at
the floor.
Yeah. And I mean that's it. It's like, but they've added that distance, and I don't know why. Like in the book, it's so much more impactful because he's so close but can't do anything. He feels so trapped, and it's so powerful that he can't do anything about it, and you've just got to watch as Dumbledore dies, and it's like that's so strong. But I just don't know why they change it, and it's annoying, and it's just a terrible choice in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think it's entirely just?
I mean, I can't think of any other reason other than they have to have a reaction shot from Harry, mainly because, I mean, why wouldn't you? In everything else, you'd have that reaction shot, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I feel like there could be some interesting, like, if you had the way you could block it in such a way that Harry's sort of like, so we have like, say from behind Dumbledore, Harry's in the foreground and the action in the background. We do some sort of like combination of like a pull focus as well as sort of fading in the invisibility cloak.
Yeah, I just feel like the way they obviously doing an invisibility cloak is a hard thing to pull off and have to look good, and they sort of give up after the third film of because it's like but he uses it all the time, like the invisibility cloak in the books, and they sort of fade it out in the films as a bit, but in the sixth one he has the invisibility cloak, and it's like that would be I know, but like that would be a hard thing to show on screen and have look good.
But the point is, like, there's so many different ways, like there's so many options of, especially in such a CG heavy kind of like effects heavy film. There are many ways they could do that in an interesting way. Yeah.
So they have the budget. Like I feel like they could have made that work and be more impactful.
And the point is that because subjectively the audience knows about the invisibility cloak and knows that Harry's there, so it wouldn't hurt the immersion to see essentially see him there in the invisibility cloak, and know that he's not visible to everyone else, but see him in the cloak and sort of work that out.
Yeah. Anyway, that's about as much as I've got to say about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was an intense one. But there's more that I've got to say about that, especially the last Harry Potter film and book.
So is this whole thing about changing Harry's character specifically from being brave to sort of a bystander? Is that a common theme in these changes?
Yes. Well, it's not just that. Yes, but they make Harry in the films a lot more unlikable. I mean, like in the books, he is endlessly brave. You know, he's endlessly brave, but also he's compassionate. Well, I don't want to say it because the other fundamental change is a really big one that, you know, ruins his character, I think, a bit. But literally in the final scene of the final book, you know, like the battle scene, there's a big change there.
Oh, yes. I vaguely know what you're talking about. That'll be for another episode then.
Yeah. But I just feel like it changed because Harry, the one thing you assign him to is bravery. You know, that is his
Gryffindor, that's
exactly his Gryffindor. That is his defining characteristic. Is he's always brave. He never even
the fight.
exactly Voldemort, who is basically Wizard Hitler. He still will face him one-on-one because he is brave. He will do that all the time. And in this, he just doesn't. But that just changes him so much because that just. Why should he be a Gryffindor? Why should he be there? Why would anyone not want to go run in and protect?
Yeah, what is he, a Hufflepuff?
Yeah, some kind of chump.